Hello, I'm Darth Williams coming to you for the first time. I am doing my first review of Dragon Ball Daima, the latest Dragon Ball show that came out recently, made by Akira Toriyama. May he rest in peace. This was his final project before he passed away. He put so much time and effort into the show, and I am glad to be reviewing it tonight. Just about an hour ago or so, I watched it, and I gotta say, I was pretty impressed. I did not expect all that had happened in the show. I want to say, I remember when I first watched Dragon Ball Super, all the way through, like before the English dub even came out. I was so amazed by the show. I love I loved I love a lot of Akira Toriyama's work. I remember when I first started watching Dragon Ball. I owned it as a kid on VHS, and I remember being so mesmerized. I was like, oh man, this is so cool. I could watch this for hours. I would stare at the TV in my grandma's house at the time, and I would watch it, just staring at it, being so amazed because how awesome it was. Now, spoilers for anybody who has not yet seen the the show itself yet. The first episode, today was the official release date for it. It is on Crunchyroll, and it has been recently discovered it is on Hulu as well. So if you have either of those streaming services, I recommend going, checking out, and seeing it for yourselves. I mean, it's a pretty good show so far. Now on to the review itself. A lot of things I did not expect. First of all, Kibito and Supreme Kai. Yeah, that one kind of threw me off for a loop. I remember in Dragon Ball Super, they revealed that I think they used the Namekian Dragon Balls because they mentioned the Namekians. So they used those to unfuse themselves, which, cool, I didn't even know that was something they could do. I thought that the Supreme Kai, once they use the Patara and fuse, that it was permanent. But in Dragon Ball Super, they had it where Kibito and Supreme Kai, they were separate beings again for all the 100-something episodes there were. I mean, I say something because there was a lot of episodes of Dragon Ball Super just for one season alone. But in Daima, it is revealed they were just able to split from Majin Buu. It was as simple as that. It was like when Goku and Vegeta, they fused, but they split apart in Majin Buu after he absorbed them. Now, those who know the Patara earrings, any non-Supreme Kai that wears the Patara earrings, excuse me, it only lasts an hour. Gohasu from Universe 10, he revealed that to Goku in the Future Trunks arc. or is the Goku Black arc. It's the one that takes place after the Universe 6 tournament. Anyways, so it was reason to believe that as long as the Namekians, use their Dragon Balls to split the Supreme Kai of the Potara, it was just that simple. But no, now in Daima, which I believe from what I have understood is definitely taking place after Dragon Ball Z, because it references the end of the Majin Buu saga. Excuse me again. Anyways, so that was a weird change. Also, another change, something they've already done, so I can't exactly say this one is exactly a change. It's more like it's something we're seeing again, like from Dragon Ball GT. The new Demon King, I think his name is Goma. Yeah, he is now, he has taken the title of Demon King after Deborah, because we know Deborah canonically is dead. So Goma, he uses the Earth Dragon Balls. Oh, and it's also revealed that the Demon Realm has Dragon Balls themselves, which is pretty unique. We never knew that the Demon Realm had that from Xenoverse. We just assumed that as in us Dragon Ball fans who play and watch Dragon Ball stuff, we assume that, or at least I assume you guys assume, I don't know, it was reason to believe that the Demon Realm was dead thanks to Majin Buu eating Deborah, the former king of the Demon Realm. But that seems to be no longer the case. The Demon Realm is alive. I mean, no one was really running it, I guess, with Deborah being controlled by Babidi. So I think that's a pretty cool idea, a unique storyline. So, as I was saying before about Goma, he brings a Namekian that resides in the Demon Realm that has all these abilities, supposedly. Now he can restore the Dragon Balls to, from stone without having to wait. I think it's a month. That's something I'll have to look up later. But anyways, he restored them from stone, so they didn't have to wait before they could make their wishes again. Now, from what my understanding, Dragon Ball has a kind of a pattern. It's switched now from 1 to 2 to 3, then back to 2, and then 3. From my understanding, Dende, the current Guardian, has upgraded Shenron to where you can make 3 wishes, which is really cool. I mean, it's definitely better than 1. Oh, excuse me again, I'm so sorry. But anyways, so Goma, his 3 wishes were, if I remember correctly, I mean, it was, like I said, it was a couple hours, maybe 3 now, since I watched the episode. First of all, he wished them to be kids again. That's what I was talking about. That was what Dragon Ball GT, they had already done. But now Dragon Ball Daima has done it again. Excuse me. Firstly, he made Goku, not he, what's his name? It's the little blue king guy. The Pilaf, that's his name. He wished Goku into a kid, accidentally, because that wasn't his intentions to have him be turned into a kid. It worked out. Goku definitely got turned into a kid. We know that, those of us who watched Dragon Ball GT. But the thing is, it's not canon to Z. And then he also, I think that was the one wish he made. If he made any other two, I'm drawing a blank at the moment. But he turned all the main Dragon Ball characters into children. Now, those of you that collect Dragon Ball merchandise, such as myself, Bandai, they announced 3 figures for 3 of the main characters that were the ones that turned into children: Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo. Now, the names for these figures, this was what I started theorizing about. They named them Goku Mini, Vegeta Mini, and Piccolo Mini. Now, what I don't understand is if they was gonna be shrunk and be called Mini, why would the wish be for them to be children? And not only that, the ones that are already children, which are Goten and Trunks, part of his wish was turning them into babies. So I think we're gonna most likely see Goten and Trunks as babies again. So it'll be interesting to see Goten as a baby. I don't think we've seen him as a baby, to my knowledge. We definitely seen Trunks as a baby, though, so that will be interesting to see. And then we find out a couple other things in the show. We find out that Deborah had a father. Obviously, a character's gotta have a father, but we never knew, what his name was. That was revealed to us. I always thought, I don't know about you guys, but I always thought it was Mecha Kabura from Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Now, that's another thing itself, Dragon Ball related. I know Super Dragon Ball Heroes is a card game. It's an online battle card game. But it also, in a sense, somewhat had story to it as well. Mecha Kabura, he was this great demon king that had the dark Dragon Balls, and even had this young final form of his. He was, I think he was the Dark Demon King or something like that. And then Deborah, we know he had a sister who was Toa. But I don't think she is in Daima, not to my knowledge. I think she's actually not there because of her not being canon due to Xenoverse. We have Android 21. She's she's pretty much canon superhero revealed to her as being an actual character in the storyline. But Toa, I don't think her or Mira are actually canonical characters. But yeah, and Goma. But that's the thing. Another thing, Goma, his sister, she looks like Toa. So that has me wondering. I wonder if either she was designed after Toa, or um, if she is maybe a distant relative of her. I don't know. Overall, though, despite those things, the show is pretty great so far. I really appreciate the effort and hard work that the people behind this anime put into, and the story and script that Akira Toriyama put all his time and effort in before his passing in. I really respect that, and it's an inspiration. Like, it's another inspiration to me. Like, I create and develop my own stories in my head, and I make them myself. I'm working on my own story universe. It's kind of a mouthful, but it's called the video game anime comic universe. But that's another thing. I plan on posting in the community about for. But Dragon Ball Daima first episode and the show itself, it's pretty great. I actually look forward to the next episode. I don't know the release for it yet, but I know Netflix is supposed to be getting the show on there itself next Friday on the 18th. So if anybody's interested in watching on Netflix, which I was glad that it came out on Hulu and Crunchyroll. I mean, I don't have Crunchyroll, but luckily I have Hulu, so I was able to go on there and watch it that way. That's even why I'm doing this review in the first place. I mean, it was kind of a surprise moment that I did this review, but I feel like it's a good opportunity to talk about a pretty great show made by a great man who has done great work with Dragon Ball over the years for the longest time, and has given us so much. And I look forward to more stuff Dragon Ball related. Honor to Akira Toriyama. And that was my... Oh, I got some editing to do there. Anyways, this has been my review on Dragon Ball Daima. If you guys liked the video, be sure and hit the like button and subscribe. And if you would like to see me do more of these, be sure and let me know in the comment section. And I will see you guys next video.